Welcome back, guys. Game, recognize game. What is the message? So someone's sending you a message because they've been watching you and holding on to everything they've been watching about you. They wanted to take some sort of action towards you, but this action is a no. It's not going anywhere. This action is not going to go anywhere because they recognize it. Game, recognize game. Yeah. They recognize you've got game and they've been forced to let go of the past. They've been holding on to the past for a long time and they're being forced to avoid excesses and really try and balance things out. What has forced them to suddenly do a right about turn? What has forced them? Someone may have discovered that they're actually in love with you. And like I said in the past reading, someone from their past has come up again. And so now they're being forced to stop whatever they're trying to do, but this person is not being sincere. This person is not out in the cold anymore. They might have done someone else dirty in the past and kind of like left them in an impoverished situation. And this person is not impoverished anymore. And they're coming in, this person is coming in to do exactly what they tried to do to you. They're also doing the trickery and deception and all of that because they're trying to put something to rest. This person has come back to revenge on this person. So this came up in a couple of readings ago that I posted, that I've recorded a few hours ago, and it came up about God is raising up their own strong enemies, their own enemies that they've already created that are stronger than themselves to put a certain matter to rest. So their worst nightmares come back in. Oh, that's where their worst nightmares become a reality. Now this person is regretting what they're doing because they understand that this energy that's coming into their life is a consequence of their actions. It's a consequence of their actions. Now they see the clarity and they're trying to put their guard down because they were guarded and proud before, prideful, very guarded, very defensive, very very much on the offensive as well. Very, not even retaliating, but no, firing the first shot, throwing the first punch. Now the clarity has come in. Like I said, some of these people were seduced by the devil earlier on, and that put them in a frenzy of confusion and all of that. And now that the deed is being done, the devil steps back and says, well, I didn't say that exactly. I was just kind of like saying, what if you would do this? I didn't think you were actually going to follow through. I mean, who does that? And you're like, but no, you clearly said, let's do this. I remember that on this day. And being a gaslighter, the father of all gaslighters is like, no, I never say that. Yeah, now someone else is trying to control their narrative the way they wanted to control you. Yeah, game, recognize game. God has raised up someone that they recognize as fair game, and this person is stronger than them. For some of them, it's a female figure who's been raised up and they're now being forced to look into themselves, being put in a third-party situation, exactly the same thing they wanted to do. There's a third party who's come in, the same way they were going on with third parties and all of that. And through all of this, you've healed from the heartbreak. What's the advice from Spirit from this year? Advice from Spirit? Your problem is solved. Your problem is solved, child. God is working on your behalf. There are battles being fought on your behalf that you're not even aware of. And all you need to do is focus on the good, know that everything's divinely planned. See how my candle is splattering. So there's a message you're being given by Spirit that you need to pay attention to and believe that, the solved situation is a solved reality. It's a reality that's available to you. So you don't need to keep thinking that the problem is going to carry on. It's already been solved. Why am I shuffling? Okay, they want us to give you a second one. Take time to be in the magic of nature, taking nature walks, just doing things in nature so that you can clear your mind of all the energies you've been through. Ground yourself as much as you can. There's so much wisdom that's in nature. Sometimes you go outside, you can just watch the butterflies or watch the ants and see how they all work together, and none of them are even bumping into each other, even though there are so many, that there's enough for everyone. You don't see ants fighting over a crumb and saying, you got this crumb. They naturally believe that wherever this crumb came from, I can also get enough for me and all my people that also need these crumbs. They don't have a scarcity mentality, as many as they are, and they know they're a huge army, and they work hard They work together. They don't try and trip each other off because they know that there's more progress when you work together, when there's unity, than when you're tearing each other apart from the inside. You're not going to go anywhere. This way you want to pull someone down, you're also not going to go anywhere because that same karma is going to come back to you. And ants recognize that. Maybe that's a particular lesson for someone observing the ants. If you want to book a personal reading with me, my details are down in the description box. If you'd like to book a spiritual cleansing as well, remember that distance is not an issue. Distance is not a barrier. African gypsy vibes can reach you wherever you are because spirit is much faster than the leg. To the next one, love and light, my darlings.